Hey guys, what is up? Grant right here. I'm back here today for a new video. I wanted to say a quick thank you to everybody for the great turnout to my last reaction video to Morissette. I am getting back to Morissette today because I was really inspired by the last reaction, actually. I came across this on YouTube and I was absolutely mesmerized. Didn't see the full thing, but that's why we're looking at it today. I'm going to be reacting to Morissette's performance of Will You Stay from her EP. Absolutely amazing song from the little snippet that I heard, and I'm really excited to see the full video and hear the full song in its full fruition. So without further ado, let's dive in. Before we begin today's video, as always, thank you for everybody who's joining today. If you'd please be so kind, subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, become a member of my Patreon for priority video requests, and don't forget to stream my new single Caffeine on Spotify and all digital retailers today. Let's get into it.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah. It's easy when it's good, when it's new, when there's just so much to do, when we sing and we dance under the bright light of the moon. It's easy when you think that it's real, when we both act like fools, and I can't get enough of your touch, can't get enough of you.
oh man, I kind of knocked the wind out of me, if I'm being completely honest. That was Morissette with Will You Stay. Absolutely, that was one of the best performances I've ever seen from her yet, to be honest with you guys, and I will explain why. Once again, thank you for everybody who's joining. I really do appreciate you guys being a part of this channel. Every time I revisit Morissette, I say this a million times, so don't kill me, but I am just re-inspired all over again. She is just such a force to be reckoned with, and she just displays so much that anybody can learn from, no matter what level of artistry or singing you're at. She displays so many things you can learn from, and I love bringing that to this channel, because this channel, in my opinion, is both for entertainment and education. I like to give things of value to my my audience, and she is just, I feel, one of the most valuable pieces of my channel. And this performance was absolutely amazing, both just sonically and just watching her her showmanship. Both of them are equally important. I think a lot of people, I've said this before, focus so much on technique and the vocals, they forget about showmanship, and you have to have every piece of the pie for it to be a home run. She just completely knocked it out of the ballpark once again. First of all, this is an absolutely unbelievably amazing song, so soulful, and you guys know that is my thing, the soul. That is just, when I hear it, it just immediately lifts me up, and she is so soulful while being really technical. A lot of times with different artists, it's sort of one or the other. A lot of times when you're too technical, you lose that soul and you lose that emotion, but she's able to bring both to the table seamlessly. She did such a magnificent job in this performance. First of all, I absolutely love the buildup in this song, and the way she really held great restraint in the beginning. And I'm preaching that so much because I've said it before, it either makes or breaks a song, especially a really soulful song like this. It really requires a nice buildup. You can't go in fuming, in the beginning. You have to really take your time, and let it build and let it sort of marinate until you get to your climax at the end. And she did that, and then she came right back down into the really nice falsettos at the end. So well structured, the performance of the song and everything. Absolutely couldn't have asked for anything more. One thing I want to say, this performance, she almost reminded me of Beyonce in a way, because of the runs were absolutely some of the best I've ever heard from her. And you had the runs, and then you had the straight, the legato moments also. You had both, and I'm so big on that. You guys know, when you have both in a song, you're not just, over, exposing people to one or the other. It really creates such a nice variety. And it's just so, I feel so much more exciting when a listener, can expect both, not just one or the other. Because I feel when you are going through a song, just completely doing runs throughout the entire song and there's no legato, I just feel it gets a little overbearing in a way. I love that she had a great balance of both in this song. Absolutely so well done. And she placed all the runs and the legato moments so well. That's another thing I've said a million times. Placement is key. You can't just place a run anywhere or a legato moment anywhere. You have to know which sentences, which words, which parts of the song require each. And she knocked it out of the ballpark with this. Absolutely stunning. Another thing I want to point out, I absolutely love the guitar break. That guitar solo, in my opinion, was one of the best parts of the song, because a lot of times, and I was guilty of this in my early 20s also, singers, will continue to do, ad-libs and to do riffs during that. You don't want to do that. You want to let the guitar have his moment. Let that instrumental break be the instrumental break. That's not a moment for you to, fill in, so to speak, with the runs. She did only a couple, and then she let him have his moment. And you could see how she was interacting with him, looking at him while he was doing that. absolutely chef's kiss. That is one of the unspoken things of a live performance when somebody's doing a solo. You don't want to be caught in the camera, just looking at the camera, just sitting still. You interact with the person while, letting them shine, have their moment. And she did such a wonderful job with that. I myself do the same thing when I'm with a band on stage, when they're doing guitar player or drummer, whomever is doing a solo. You want to quietly interact with that person and show engagement. It's so much more appealing visually to an audience when that happens, and she just did a magnificent job with that. I absolutely loved the whole scenery. I believe I reacted a couple years ago to another performance from this segment. Let me know if I'm wrong. Absolutely amazing, the whole thing. Her lower register also, I've always said, one of the things that separates her from the rest is her entire range. She is just superbly developed in every single register, not just one or the other. There's nothing lagging with her, and that is such a rare thing to see these days. I was just on TikTok a few hours ago watching another singer. I'm not going to name the names. There's a lot of TikTok famous singers that are, in my opinion, very overrated. They're very good with the belting, but then the lower register is always lagging and they can't get down there, and it's just people overlook things that are very, very, very integral and very important because they're impressed by these show-off moments. And when it comes to me, you guys know I pay attention to all the little details as, a professional singer for my entire life. Every detail is equally important, and if you can't master the sort of the ground level things, I don't feel the top of the pie or of the, skyscraper, so to speak, matters. Everything needs to be fully developed, and she is one of the only people I can say that about. And it's like I said, every time I listen to her, it's just so pleasing to hear everything the way it's supposed to be. And her tone, I've said it before, and a lot of you have made comments in the past before, her tone is just one of the best, and that is another thing that separates her from her contemporaries. She has got such a majestic tone, and she just knows how to work it. She knows how to use it to its full advantage in every song, and she knows how to change it according to what she's singing. It's not an easy thing, and only the greats are able to do that, and she always just knocks it out of the ballpark. I could continue to go on and on. You guys already know I'm a chit-chatter. But like I said, this was absolutely magnificent. Such an amazing song, an amazing performance, and another amazing installment in my reactions to her. Another round of applause for our girl Morissette. Will you stay? As always, if you guys have any other Morissette requests, leave them on the inbox. And I look forward to getting back to her hopefully soon. Thank you so much for joining me today for this reaction video. Once again, give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel and become a member of my Patreon for priority video requests. If you have not yet done so, once again, download, stream my new single, Caffeine, which is available on Spotify, Apple Music, all the digital retailers. Check out the music video here on YouTube, and stay tuned for more videos to come on this channel. I have a lot planned for the channel, you guys already know, so I'm super excited to bring you guys along for the ride, and I want to wish everybody a wonderful day. I will check you guys later. Peace.